So Cash, we're now at a pretty old age, man. How old are you now, boss?
28.
There it is. Old as hell.
Damn.
Good grief. But I know a lot of men our age, are probably in that type of transition into finding the person that they want to be with. So what would you say is like your female checklist, if you will?
Female checklist, attraction wise, I don't go after women that are extremely, extremely beautiful. Like, I really don't. I don't care for that. Like, medium ugly.
Please show me an example of
medium. I can go on IG, medium ugly, and if it's back there, I'm back there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there you go.
You feel me? Like, medium ugly, bruh. And if she could cook, like, we'll figure the rest out. Like, if she could cook for real, we will figure the rest out. Cause I'm attracted to your cooking for real. You know what I'm saying? You could feed me.
So you more so of the dom for like can take care of a household then, basically.
Yeah, take care of the household. You don't gotta be. Now, I'm not saying you be butt ugly. Now, I'm just saying like you don't gotta. You know what I'm saying? Like, have
1 through 10. 10 being.
You could be a 6, 6, 7.
6,
I'm in the 6, 7 range.
There you go.
You don't gotta be a 9. With makeup, you might be an 8.
I hate makeup.
I don't like the makeup either, but that's what they wear nowadays.
Makeup is such a facade.
It's yeah. But you know what else is a facade? When men put their 20s up when they do the when they do the Kodak, you know what I'm talking about?
The hunters,
you're broke.
Sir, yes, sir.
You're
yes,
broke.
Sir. But see, that's the thing. Like, men would make a facade with like bread, cars, possessions,
Facts.
but then females will make a facade with like looks, body shape, stuff like that.
Right.
But that doesn't really get you anywhere, man.
None of it gets you anywhere because the men that do that end up either in debt or if they doing fraud, they end up in jail.
There you go.
And the women that do it end up with dudes that genuinely don't care about them, just care about their assets, which that's not what they necessarily want. They may get the tricks, but in reality, you're going to wake up one day and be 35, 40, and it's like, dang, like, I could have approached that a little differently and actually ended up with somebody that's going to genuinely care about them.
True.
And then they screaming on podcasts or they screaming, oh, all men is this or all men is that. And it's just the men you chose. You're a bad decision maker.
Pretty much. Oh, please go deeper into that, bro. Like, how do you feel about, like, let's say women who want the man that's to take 100% of, like, bills or like...
I feel like that don't make no sense. Like, don't get me wrong. If you want to take care of a household, that's fine. Like, if you're a provider, that's cool. But the complaining for me is ridiculous. Because it's like, you say you'd rather not, like, women be like, oh, I'd never go 50-50, but you're going 100 by yourself. Like, that shit makes no sense to me.
Tough work.
It doesn't. Like, that math is not mathing. You know what I'm saying? You really give up, oh, I won't go 50-50. I'll never go 50-50. And you're paying all your bills by yourself.
Double standard.
Double standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, now don't get me wrong. Like, I'll pay all the bills. You feel me? And then she pay what she got to pay. That's cool. You feel me? But it's just the complaining. It's like, it makes no sense to me. Like, that math is not mathing. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like when people, and hear me out though, I feel like when people say 50-50, right? I'm thinking marriage mindset right now. I don't think going into something with the mindset of 50-50 is the best idea. But let me tell you why though.
I'm listening.
Because if you're going into something 50-50, that means you're already going into something divided.
I agree.
When you're going into something with marriage standpoint, it's 100-100.
I'll tell you this. I don't even think it's 100, that's it. Like, saying 100-100 means you're separate entities.
Yeah.
When you're married, you're one.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So if, for example, I'm married, I'm paying all the bills, God forbid something happens to me, you got to be able to pick up that slack.
Facts. You
should be able to pick up that slack. So my advice to men is marry somebody that genuinely loves you. Not because she fine, not because it's back there. You get what I'm saying?
There, though.
A lot of dudes, it's back there.
What about the men and it's back there though? They like that it's back there.
Me too, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, If it's back there, I'm back there. But you feel me? I'm working on me.
Fair.
You feel me?
So work in progress.
It's one day at a time for cash. You feel me? Because I be at Walmart and then I be seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I look. You know what I'm saying? But I be refraining. You know, one step at a time.
Fair.
But to say, like I said, like. It's just if you the whole 50-50 thing, I don't, that's not how relationships work. It's sometimes you're gonna need 80 from your woman, sometimes you may need 10, sometimes you may need nothing. But the real question is she gonna be able to hold it down when you need her to hold it down? Because if you're not contributing to the household, then you're not a use. You're a daughter. I don't need kids.
Don't need them.
I need a wife. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just the bottom line. So a lot of women don't necessarily understand that. You know, and some of them say, oh, I won't submit unless I submit to a good man. And I agree, you should submit to a good man. Like I hope you do submit to a good man. But if my question is, how do you know if he's a good man or not? Like, what's your discernment look like? You know, because the reality is if you've been picking nothing but ain't shit niggas, then the person that might not be is you.
There you go.
You know, so that's just the bottom line, you know.
You heard it from CC
It's
himself.
all about decision making, you know.
Heard it from CC himself.
Honestly, it's all about life. Is all about decision making. I'd have never if you making nothing but bad decisions and wonder why your life is where it's at. That's like me committing crime my whole life and wonder why I'm in jail.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, why am I locked up, bro? Nigga, you're a criminal.
Self-check.
You feel
Real
me?
deal self-check,
So it's
bro.
like if you've been dealing with nothing but tricks your whole life and then wonder why niggas not taking you seriously, like
the math.
1 + 1 is going to be 2 every time, but you're saying it's 5. So that's kind of how I see it, bro. Like, look at yourself, bro. Look at yourself.
Self-reflection of it. No, facts, bro. You once told me that you're trying to make a transition from a certain, I guess, doms you've been seeking, or what society wants you to have. You want to go a little deeper into that, bro?
Damn. So, I say,
take your time with it, man.
Yeah. I love chocolate women. Like I love, like the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Vanilla chocolate or dark chocolate?
It's good for you. All of it's good for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it can get difficult when speaking to somebody that is of the black race. You get what I'm saying? And it's not even because the skin or nothing like that. It's because the values that we hold are the family upbringing. In other cultures, women are brought up to be wives. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of even men in the black community grew up without fathers in the household and grew up, you know what I'm saying? So how can I learn how to be a husband if I never seen what a husband looked like? Same thing for women. How can my black sister in Christ grow up to be a wife and never seen what a wife looks like? All they seen is their mom be independent their whole lives. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So as a mom being independent, what are you going to teach your child to do? Be independent. So she goes out into the world learning how to be independent. But that's not suitable to finding a husband. Because in your mind it's like, I'm independent, I don't need you. But in his mind it's like, well, I need a wife, I don't need a super independent woman. But if you go on the other side to other cultures, it's like, I need a man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that it's all, you know, I don't want people to think like it's all people, but I feel like that's a majority of people of our community. You know, and it's both sides. Like I grew, my father wasn't in the household. To be honest with you, I don't know how to be a husband. I would have to figure that shit out day by day. I just know what not to do, like cheat. That's about it. You feel me? But for the most part, like I don't know how to genuinely like love a woman. Like that's something that I would have to learn how to do. You know, so I would say it's a lot of it is upbringing. Because even in college, like I was dealing with a young lady. I think she was Spanish. Like. She was cooking, cleaning in college, making sure I was fed every day in college. And I said, like, who'd you learn that from? Oh, I did it from my dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you got women growing up doing it for their father, they learning how to be wives. Like that's something that's they're embedded in them at 10, 11, 12, 13. You know what I'm saying? Like you ask somebody from our culture, like, oh, what you was doing at 10, 11? I was watching my mama go to work. Working 2-3 jobs. Facts. Putting food on the table. Struggle. I don't want to struggle, so I'm not going to depend on nobody. You know, so I don't blame anybody. It's just the system that a lot of us grew up in.
Yeah. So you're speaking more so from the upbringing of like a man in a household without a father and a woman in a household without a father, pretty much. And how that dynamic plays into finding a partner, finding a commitment that's long term and lasting.
Yes, I don't care what nobody says. The father is the epicenter of a family. Like a father figure holds that much weight. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the most important thing you can have.
Yeah.
Is a father in the household. You know, now when people divorce and they co-parent, it can work, but you're not setting your child up for success.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's why it's statistically speaking, they say that kids struggle.
True. Single parent households are way more susceptible to poverty. And it's typically because, you know, you have a household that didn't have the values of what it was to be a man in the house.
Exactly.
Be a woman in the house. Because a man was created and then a suitable partner from a wife was created.
I agree.
A man is supposed to love his wife. A wife is supposed to be submissive to the husband. It's a partnership of choice.
I'm a pig off of that because a lot of people say, oh, like, because women kind of argue like, oh, the Bible says be submissive to a man, but like they got to understand that the Bible also says like a man's supposed to love his wife like God loves the church.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like it goes both ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
I guess it's kind of a confusion because they feel like, oh, like I'm not just supposed to submit. Like it's a problem with, they have the problem with the word submission. And in all honesty, if he has your interest, your good interest at heart, in my opinion, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But some females do feel like it's a big problem.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. You know,
it's the worth it part. Like, is the man you're dating worth submitting to?
Right.
Is the woman you're dating worth dying for in terms of how Jesus died for the church and everything like that? Like, are you continuously able to sacrifice for your partner, for your spouse?
Well, I say it like this. If I'm marrying you, that means that I'm putting up everything on the line. Because God forbid you leave, you're leaving with everything.
Facts.
Let's be real. You taking the kids, you taking the house.
Mine.
You taking the dog.
Yes.
You taking all
hers.
that.
That's also hers.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm marrying you, it's not because I'm playing around. Like, I'm marrying you because I see a future with you.
Yeah.
Like, there's never a question. If I say, do you want to marry me? I mean that shit. You know? So, I don't know why some people get confused. Like, dude, you sure? I don't know. They probably ain't want to do it. Like, nah, men usually that ask, they want to do that shit.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You feel me? Why do you think they taking so long to ask you in the first place? Y'all been in a relationship for 8 years. He asked on the 9th year.
That to me is a problem though, CZ. I don't know what you think about that, but like, bro, when it's like 10 years, 8 years, I think once it passes like 2, honestly, bro, it's just like 2 or 3, it's just like, bro, like, do you really want the dime for real? You know what I'm saying?
I disagree. I mean, I agree with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna be at this age. Like,
at this age, though, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, at this age, I'm giving, like, I say a year before it's like, okay, I want to marry this person.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Bro, are we doing rocket science?
Yeah, it's not. It's just that some dudes still want to be in their glory days, or some dudes still want to be in the field for real. They just want to have their cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how to be real about it.
Facts.
You know, but in reality is I could just pick or choose. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. Just be single. You get what I'm saying? But if you want to commit, then commit. Like, you can't be in and out.
Yeah.
You know? So that's kind of how I see it. Like, if I'm married, I'm not finna be looking at nobody else but my wife.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I can't have respect for a man that cheats on his wife. Because if you cheat on your wife, you'll cheat me.
Okay, then.
You know what I'm saying? So,
talk.
Real talk, you know? Like, you feel me? 100%. So, I don't have respect for dudes that necessarily do that. Now, that being said, a lot of dudes do. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really, you know, parlay with them.
So, you'll marry a Brazilian down?
What I'm 100%. She got some melanin in her. She melanated.
She usually got a little bit.
They got a lot of African roots over there.
Usually, like the what do you say? Brazilians, the different countries, the Europeans, they have a more, at least from my experience from getting to know them, and when I was dating and stuff like that, it's like you have this understanding of what a household should be, kind of. They like already have this.
I wouldn't even say Brazilian. I would say just third world countries.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never grew up in one, so I don't want to sit here and act like I did. You get what I'm saying? But from what I've seen, they've come with knowing how to do certain things at a young age.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to the woman, knowing how to cook, clean, etc., at a very young age.
Those same upbringing principles.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's just when they get integrated into Western society, then it's like social media. I need 1,000 followers. I need to show some ass. I need to do this. I need to do that.
Go ahead, shake that ass.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's cool to look at, but it's like, that's not somebody that, and I kind of like how I figure talking to somebody as a woman, like if I had a daughter, would I want my daughter to be acting like that, trying to talk to a man?
Yeah. You
get what I'm saying? If the answer is no, then I'm not trying to deal with that person. Mm-hmm. And it should go opposite. Like if you're a woman and you trying to deal with a man, you know what I'm saying? If your son was acting like this particular guy,
right,
trying to talk to a young lady, like how would you feel about that?
Facts.
Or if you had a daughter trying to talk to a young man that was acting like that, how would you want your daughter talking to a young man acting like how this dude acting towards you? If not, you shouldn't be dealing with that person.
Bada boom, bada bing.
99% of the time, women are very intelligent. Y'all be knowing who ain't shit.
Yes. Do you feel like they're addicted to like the toxicity though?
I don't feel like
it's exciting though.
It's excitement. It's excitement. I guess I'm not in a woman's body, but I tell you that women, and this is from experience because I do have female friends, like they will legit hands down try to change a man that don't want to be changed. Mm-hmm. Like the man that tell you I don't want nothing serious, I'm doing me. All they heard was, oh, he might want something serious one day.
Might want it.
And it's
he's taking me.
And then as a friend, like when he start dealing with another person and she crying, who she call? Oh, Cash, he did this, he did that, he did this. Yeah. And it's like, bro, the man told you he was greasing other dimes and you over here boohoo crying for what?
Facts. It'd be like that, bro.
You feel me? Like that. You can't expect a duck to meow. Like, you feel me?
Yes.
It is. Call a spade a spade. Like, let's be real.
Lying, though.
Let's be real with each other.
Lying. Yeah, you're not lying. I hear you 100%, bro.
So I try to tell even my female friends, like, bro, it is what it is. If the dude telling you whatever he tells you, for the most part, believe him. If he say he in the field, he's in the field.
Come on.
I
think there's like a desperity type thing, because like we don't got a time clock. You feel me?
We don't.
So
we don't.
Certain women, it's like they'll go for anything.
But one thing I do like to touch on, like I be seeing in the podcast that a lot of I see like a lot of men like, oh, if you have a child that makes you less valuable. I don't agree with that at all, because my mom was a single mother.
Yeah.
So for me to call her less valuable is asinine. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Now, like I said, it all boils down to math. Like, is it harder to find a relationship having children? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is it possible? 100%. It is possible. Yeah. Anything's possible. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just going out your way to actually find that. So I just want to touch on that because I be saying that a lot. Like, oh, if you have 2 kids, you're less valuable as a woman. Like, that's ridiculous.
No, the value isn't less. I think that there's a big stigma on that. Like, you don't want to take on a child and you don't want to have that baggage, you know what I'm saying, with the baby daddy issues. But there are men out there who would really take up that responsibility. True. And it's not impossible at all. I feel like women who may have that mindset, pray about it, get out of that mindset, because there is definitely men who I know, we know men who would take on that responsibility.
No, for sure. My thing is this though, as a woman, if you have a child and the man may not be as fine as you want him to be, and he's willing to do everything for you and your child, and you don't take him, you dumb. It's really fair. It's really just that simple. Like, oh, he's not 6'7", he's not this, he's not like, you looking at what he don't got instead of looking at what he does have. He's willing to love you and your child.
And the child. And that takes a lot from him.
That takes a lot.
Because me personally, I might be a little bit egotistical in that standpoint, to where it's like, damn, I'm raising a kid that's not my own though, bro. It's like,
it's a different type of strength.
It's tough, you know?
It's different.
But there's men out there though
that will do that. So again, if a dude out there is showing you like, I'm gonna take care of you and your child, and your excuse for not being with him is he not my type for real.
That's not good enough, man.
That's not good enough.
That's good enough. The character, the spirituality, the intention should surpass, oh, he not my type.
He not my type.
It should surpass that, because you probably get to know the person, and the fact that they are willing to do things that most men or majority of men probably wouldn't, it's a big plus, big green flag.
I agree.
For sure.
I got respect though. Like, if you a man and you taking care of somebody else's kids and you doing everything you can, like, respect to you, bro. Like, that's it's tough. You're spending your resources on a seed that's not necessarily yours, and you going out your way to do that, and to love this person under God and love the person's child under God. Like, that's nothing. That's not easy. That's not easy.
But not you though, ain't it, CC?
Nah.
At the end of the day, not us, ain't it?
Nah.
But there's people out there though. But I want to shift over to Brotherhood, and then we'll pretty much wrap this up. You know, because I think I'm gonna call out their names: Ryan, John, Kevin, Jordan. Who else? I got Travis. All my niggas down.
Hello.
You feel me? Whoever I didn't name, sorry. But, you know, I think as we get older, there's like this importance of brotherhood.
Yeah.
That I don't think people put a lot of emphasis on. Men cry.
I agree.
Men go through issues. We had a Monopoly night where one of our close homeboys cried in front of us.
Yeah.
You feel me? Out of all of the trials and tribulations he was going through. And
he was contemplating suicide.
Even contemplating suicide.
Yeah.
So, you know, things like that weigh heavy. We even had a guy of ours who we're close with diagnosed with like schizophrenia, in and out of like Baker Acts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just want you to talk about how important brotherhood is to you, how important our link ups to you and stuff like that, and let men know how important community is.
Listen, as a man, as we get older, the only time we experience genuine love for real is from our mom. Like, that's probably the only time we experience genuine love. But as we get older, that kind of fades. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, our brothers for real, it means a lot. And I feel like accountability kind of correlates with brotherhood, because we hold each other accountable. You know, people that's not doing what they're supposed to do, we get on them about that. If you need somebody to talk to, we're always a helping hand. If you need anything in life, you know, we there. You know, so having I don't even call it friends, having family for real.
Yeah,
you get me, can really set you up to be successful in life. It gets way deeper than just friendship, like, you know. So, cause again, you know, having that friend that was contemplating suicide, like, I cried hearing him talk about that, because that could have been a friend, a story that I'm telling my kids, like, this is this person that he chose to take his life. Right. You know, and to even get deeper, we have a friend that lost his life in a car accident. You know, and what's sad, like, I was playing 2K with him, like, not even a few days beforehand, and talking, laughing, and then wake up one day and it's like, oh, he's gone. Yeah. So having that brotherhood and checking on each other and making sure that we're okay mentally, physically, spiritually, like, it's a blessing, and we should never take advantage of that, you know, because if you don't ever feel appreciated, you know, your brothers will make sure you are appreciated. So that's kind of how I look at that.
Yeah, man, because life gon' life.
Life gon' life.
Life gon' life.
Life gon' life.
No matter how you take it, no matter which way you do it, as best as you try to prepare for it, life gon' life. And I think when you have a brotherhood that's willing to pray with you, willing to have Monopoly nights with you, willing to play ball with you on a Friday night, willing to go to church with you.
When it comes to men, it's never what you doing, it's who you doing it with. It's never what you doing.
Facts.
We could be outside looking at ducks.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? All it takes is that one joke and we all dying laughing. But one of us could have had a really bad week and we needed that.
Facts.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So whether it be game night, if your homeboy hit you up like, yo, can I just chill with you? Can I just talk to you? Like, talk to that person. Because you never know what that person's going through. You know what I'm saying? So I always say that. Like, I'm always, and you can call me anytime. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually playing 2K, but I'll answer.
But your answer,
I'll answer the phone.
Pause that.
I'll pause that. I will pause that.
No, facts. Yeah, bro. You never know what people going through. You know, because even with the close person who we, you know, were week after week, night, and everything like that, we didn't know what he was going through mentally. For sure. So it's just like,
it took a breaking point.
Yeah, it got to a breaking point to where it's like, you know, I'm staring at the eyes of the barrel type thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is a person's life. Yeah. You know, that's why, you know, I do my best to have this type of gathering, fellowship, prayer with men, whether at church, whether at little functions, because it's a healing factor.
I agree.
And it's a healing factor, and it's a space where men can be transparent about how they feel, about what's going on without being judged, without a woman saying, he weak, or without being dehumanized by society. Yeah. Because a man is supposed to be this uplifter, provider at all times. And that's just not what reality has for us as men.
Men cry. I don't know about this whole if you share your feelings to your woman and she call you weak, drop her ass.
Drop her ass.
It's really that simple. She's supposed to be your partner. She's supposed to uplift you. You're supposed to uplift her. If you going through something and she looks at you and says you're weak, leave her.
Facts.
It's really simple.
Because that's not a suitable partner.
That's not a suitable partner. I'm weak because I'm expressing myself. Like, think about that. I'm weak because I have feelings that God gave me.
You are formed and fashioned and designed in the image of God, and you're expressing what even God sometimes feels.
God,
and weak. You're belittling that.
You're belittling that. Make it make sense.
This is Unbrothered Podcast. I don't really have nothing else to say. I think that was a good closing point. Unless Cash has something more to say.
Nah, man. Like I said, it's a blessing being here. Like, I'll let it come back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure.